All right, let us continue. So we were speaking again about this idea of light languages. And again, it is actually not that important that you know exactly where it comes from. Understand that when you enter the state of transmission of such energies, your higher self will bring through you exactly what is necessary. And at any given time, you may be bringing together vibrations from 5 to 200 different parallel realities. And in every couple of seconds, you shift from one to another of these different vibrations and dimensions that wish to communicate and bring through light and energy. You may find that sometimes within a voice, there are hundreds or thousands of voices singing together. And you may hear those many voices in the backdrops in other dimensions. Or you may hear those other voices with your physical ears if you attune yourself very powerfully. When you allow your throat to open more and more, you may find that newer voices begin to come through you. Now, to answer your question more specifically, yes, there are certainly Lemurian energies that are working with you now, and there are many different purposes to using this energy. So we would say keep playing with it. Keep allowing these songs to come through. Some may be for healing, some may be for consecration, some may be to simply reattune your energy, some may be for even different purposes. And know that if it feels good and aligned for you, it is. And that using these tones and transmitting energies in this way is a very big and powerful and an important part of how the energies in your world will evolve, grow, and shift as well. You are also bringing through some Syrian and Pleiadian codes. They do work well together with the Lemurian frequency, as there was much open contact between those worlds at those times. So you can play with those as well, using the contrast between the Lemurian and these more galactic tones to dance between the earth and the sky and allow for this understanding that no matter the distance, it can all be found within your heart, can emerge. And this is a very profound gift of ascending into the fifth dimension that more and more of you will experience, that it matters not the space or the time or the location. All is known in the now. All that could be, all that has been, all other dimensions can be experienced in the now. And you can bring in those energies. And with intention, with attunement, you can focus on one specific energy you may have channeled before in light language or may have never channeled before in light language and bring it through. And you may use this as a gift to assist others in their healing. Simply connecting with them emotionally, empathically, feeling with them what they are feeling, what they are moving, and allowing the sound to move through you and attune to their vibration. And this is a way, or in fact, one of the most important ways that healing was done both in Lemuria and Atlantis, and in many civilizations influenced by them, including the Egypt. So we encourage you to play, encourage you to be open, and to enjoy those moments of the unknown where you have no idea what is coming through. For there are so many different tones and tunes that you can attune to, and the more playful and open you are, the more powerful the magic they may bring through will be. All right? And the next question we will speak to is about emerging between the higher self and the physical self, connected to the 13th dimension, or the arc of the 13th dimension. And what we will say is that, well, your higher self is already united with your physical self. From your higher self's perspective, everything is already one and at union. And it is only your physical self that grows in relation to your higher self. Your physical self is continuously allowing more of that vibration to anchor into the body. Yet from your higher self's perspective, which is outside of this flow of linear time and space, the whole process has already been completed. And so what you're doing is allowing that complete and multidimensional perspective to anchor into your own heart. And again, the first stages of this are that fifth dimensional expression, which more and more of you are getting used to, being in that flow of unconditional love, feeling connected to every moment you've experienced and may experience, to many other dimensions. And simply by closing your eyes and breathing, tuning in your energy, you can tap into those other times, other spaces, other dimensions. And beyond that, again, these higher experiences of light, energy, geometry, vibration start to occur. And the more you have these experiences, the more you understand that you are really anchoring your higher self. The more you are bringing together your higher self into your body. And not everyone will have such intense experiences of such things. Some people will simply feel an expansion of their heart's energy more and more. This is also a great and powerful sign that the integration is occurring. And really the most important aspect of this is allowing that state of unconditional love and an openness to all possibilities, and an understanding of yourself as an infinite being to integrate and wash through your heart. And the work you are doing, the particular questioner, let's say, in meditating and attuning to these energies and allowing your guides to show you again and again what's occurring in your energy body and in the bigger picture is a huge part of this integration. And you may find unique ways to guide and share these tools with many others. Your heart expanding, again, is the most important aspect to focus upon, and the only evidence that really need be shown. Your heart is this receiving device, again, for the vibration of your higher self. And the more you tune into your heart and allow that energy to literally pour into you, fill you from all around, from above and below, you certainly become more of yourself, seemingly. And again, from your higher self's perspective, the union is already complete. And this physical self is catching up in comparison. Now, the union, when will the union be complete? Well, we would say when you leave your body entirely, that will be the most complete point you will get to. In the meantime, you are actually shifting your dimension upwards all the time. You are not in the same dimensional level you were even a day ago. It is slightly higher all the time, and the rules and the ways in which this dimension works do change in response. And the most notable thing is, again, every time you shift up to a higher dimension, the gap between what you put out and what comes back becomes smaller, shorter. And you also find that you are able to attune to energies from higher dimensions much easier, and there is less of a difference or a jarring effect from when you go into a state of great meditation and back into doing physical things. You may find even that you can have visions and meditate while washing the dishes. You can be in contact with your guides while driving the car. And the dreaminess will increase as you go into higher dimensions. It will continue to be more real, yet you will also have that dream layer of reality superimposed. You will be able to see spirits more. You will be able to see the energetic structures of those things around you more. You will be able to see reality more clearly as it is, as many dimensions interwoven, spliced together, and woven as a beautiful tapestry. You will be able to see one layer, and then the other layer, and the other layer, and how they interweave. And it will all occur within the same world that you exist. There may be occasional visitors from other dimensions, both humans who exist in lower dimensions, and as well from spirits from higher dimensions. And at the point that you vibrate at, you will be able to hold space for both. And know that in doing this, you are also helping many other people from your earth plane raise and ascend in their vibration as well. In terms of 13 dimensions, again, let us say that your higher self goes even beyond this amount, though 13 is a good amount to, you could say, visualize or work with. Even visualize is a little bit challenging beyond 10 dimensions, though you can at least conceptualize, feel into 13 dimensions. And 13 dimensions is really the point at which there are infinite universes unified. And what we mean is, this is a level beyond this particular universe. This universe operates under certain laws, yet other universes have different ones. And really there are an infinite amount of universes, and behind each universe there is a creative consciousness that brought the universe to spur into existence. At this level 13, all of these different creative consciousnesses are unified into one creative consciousness. So you could say there is a source of your universe, and there is a source of source. Or rather, there is a source of sources. It's almost like sorceresses. Do you understand? It is a sort of pun that perhaps does not work that well through the channel's mouth at this time. Anyway, there is a source of many sources. And all of these different sources have different intentions, different structures of their universes. If you may raise your consciousness up to 13 dimensions, and for some this actually may be a dangerous thing to do, because it may overwhelm them with the difference and the variability of all of those different universes that exist out there, because some are many different. Though if you can perceive this infinite variability, this infinite difference and nuance that every universe offers. And you can see and integrate parts of yourself that are not just different lifetimes within this universe, but different lifetimes in alternate universes entirely. You can even integrate parts of yourself that are the creator gods of universes entirely. And moving your consciousness up to this level, you get a sense of the utter perfection of everything that is. And you understand that creation does not make mistakes, it makes perfect imperfections. And when you notice those perfect imperfections, it will guide you up towards that level of great multiplicity, of great difference, of so many potential universes. You wouldn't even begin to know where to start, really, if you saw all of them. And so when you access this level, you will be shown only a few different universes at a time. And this will as well help you in many ways to stay in an aligned and empowered state as a creator. It will show you specifically why this universe is the one you have chosen. And of course, you are all still working on connecting from the dimensions 4 to 13. You are still working on every single dimension consecutively up to that point. So there is much work to be done in integrating those energies, though we understand it is very curious to perceive all the way up to this 13th level and experience the source of sources. One moment, let us see if there's any other information that wants to come through for any of you at this time. And so, well, we thank you all. We thank you for allowing this transmission to come through. And again, in summary, we say, allow yourselves to be open, allow yourselves to be inspired to change your world in powerful ways, to take action with your environment, to yes, pray for your earth, and yes, learn from your earth and teach others about your earth's power. The greatest power that all of you around the world will experience is in remembering the connection to the earth, and remembering the ancient ways, and finding new ways to adjust them to your current times, where there are more people and there is great technology. In your future, there is a merging of nature and technology. You will see the difference between technologies that separate you from nature and technologies that work through nature. Technology itself will be seen to operate through the same invisible intelligence that nature and humans and everything operates through. And as you come to build technology that works to support the earth, you will create a new way of being on your planet that is very common throughout this galaxy. Now, we did not say this earlier about the fires, though, let us say that there are many extraterrestrial beings observing this phenomena, and many of you who are active in these struggles do see this. And we would say, do not assume that simply because we are there and are not doing anything, from your perspective, it does not mean we are not doing anything in our presence. We are working to adjust the frequencies of the people in those areas. And we are also sort of monitoring how you respond to stress and crisis. For many humans, you respond to extraterrestrial energies in the same way you would respond to crisis. And this is what prevents us from really landing, is that if we would show ourselves in our fullness, most humans would enter into a deep state of fear. Even if you really, really desire contact, our vibration is one that shifts you into a higher dimensional state entirely. And again, there are many fear-based attachments you have to being in the state that you are in and being so bound to your physical reality. And we would say it is time to release those. It is time to connect more and more. As we come to monitor these events, we transmit energies through our presence to those there in preparation and hopes that you will be able to receive our energy and use it in creative ways. And we hope you understand we are not simply standing by and allowing things to go wrong. If we were to show up and show ourselves or support in some way, that would cause much great fear in the humans and cause even greater problems in the long term. So rest assured, we are doing the best we can to support you. And we hope that this message inspires you to show up in your own creative passion to meet this and any challenge you may face. Again, our message is always one of allowing your heart's passion to guide you, allowing that feeling of great love welling within you to guide you to those choices that you'll come to make, and assuring you that whatever your unique passion is, it is perfect, and that there is no one path out there for everyone besides the path of passion itself. And this passion unites people. When you follow your unique passion, you will be guided to unique people that share a similar passion and can support each other in uniting this passion. And so for any such group, an organization, or people around the world, when you bring people together in passion, the world changes, your vibrational level changes, the dimension that you exist within changes, and you come closer to open contact, and closer to a greener earth, and closer to all of the things that you really desire the most. We love you very much. We thank you for this transmission, and we will be with you in many other ways. Until then, sending you much love and a farewell for now.